Welcome to the sportiest stream, everyone. Good evening, and hopefully you all are doing well. We've got a show match to decide, and it's the only one tonight, but my goodness, we've got some good action for all of you. Best of 5, two very good players playing. And I just muted myself. Sorry about that, everyone. Hopefully you all don't have to worry about that too much, but we get things sorted out here. Again, thank you all so much for joining in, for saying hi. Hopefully you all are doing well. Again, you've come to a great place for Rocket League action. So here we go, a best of 5 series here. A show match, $50 on the line, and it's Retro taking on Eclipse. Retro, who just earlier today announced his signing, or I guess his joining, of Team Evo on Team Evo Tyrants roster. Eclipse, one of the directors for House Gryffindor. So we've got quite a good match here. These are some pretty good players as well. And again, I said a $50 show match. There's a lot running in this match. It's not a cheap show match, that's for sure. There's a lot of money in this one. $50, winner takes all. So whoever wins this one gets that prize pool in its entirety. Shout out to our sponsors, by the way, in House Gryffindor, who have been able to provide that. So I know that House Gryffindor obviously is watching this for this best of 5. But all of you who are watching should be enjoying this as well. Prediction poll is live, so it's Retro and Eclipse. Your vote on who you think will be winning is Team Evo or House Gryffindor. Got a great match for all of you here tonight. Again, a best of 5. It's 1v1 action. Again, it's going to be, I think, a great series. So you should all get involved in this. You should all definitely get your votes in, as we'll get these players in the lobby shortly. And for this 1v1 matchup, starting in just a few minutes from now. So, again, I've been waiting all week for this match. It's been a match that we scheduled, you know, earlier this week, not too long ago, but earlier this week, and I've been itching to get here because this is a big match. And again, it's a $50 show match, and if you all don't know, it's a big one. There's a lot of money on this one, so these players are going to be competing for quite a lot here. And it's gonna be exciting. I'm really ready for this. As we get things sorted out, Retro and Eclipse gonna be a good match. We have not seen Eclipse on a roster. Recently we have seen Retro. Again, he's part of the Team Evo Tyrants, which used to be known as Life Better on Saturn, and he also coaches a good amount of the teams in Team Evo. So a recognizable player there. He's been on that org for a while, and I don't think we're gonna be seeing too much difference from him in the future. But again, should be extremely exciting to see how these two will play tonight. As again, it's a best of 5. It's not going to be a long show match. These guys need to get off to a good start here in these 1v1s. A lot of pressure resting on them here, and I'm sure they know just as well that, you know, these kind of show matches, we get to play for money, play for that notoriety on Wikipedia. They don't come often, so these players have a lot they need to prove. Again, we wait on these rosters to show up. So again, we'll get these players in shortly. Retro, Eclipse. And a best of 5 show match for all of you. And we talk about Retro and, you know, his work on Team Evo. I don't remember what the record is exactly this season right now. Let me check for you while we're waiting. But again, part of Team Evo Tyrants, they are 0-1 right now, going into the Week 2 match later tonight, I believe, actually. They're playing their next matches. I think they have 2 matches tonight, if I'm not wrong. Where, literally an hour after the show match, they'll be playing against 135 Knights, and after that, they'll be playing their +1 match in the ATS Apex Cup, sponsored by Team Evo. They'll be playing against NIRV Technique. Both of those will be streamed by Rabbit. So definitely go show support to Rabbit RL on Twitch, who will be streaming both of those matches. But for Retro, not only would this be good for momentum going into later tonight, will also be just a good match too. Really, get yourself ready for those matches later tonight. But again, not only just for money, but for those matches later tonight. This Team Evo team really doesn't want to lose both those matches tonight. They can't afford to lose too many matches, else they're going to be in a terrible position trying to prepare themselves for the playoffs, so... But we'll see how he does here, as we get things underway. A best-of-5 matchup, as we are waiting on these players. They are... they need a slight delay here, but again, while we get things sorted out, we'll get these players in the match ready to go. Again, it's a best-of-5. It's 3 wins to do it. We don't generally have show matches. As again, we're gonna get things underway in just a moment here. I am trying to get things. We are having some slight issues here with these players. They are both in the lobby, but one of them has a bit of a tech issue here. So, there we go. We're good. Issues have been solved, so we'll get into our match here. A best-of-5, $50 on the line, courtesy of House Wyffendor. It's their director, Eclipse, taking on Team Evo Tyrants' Retro in a best-of-5 matchup. Retro takes the blue, Eclipse on the orange. And with $50 on the line, mistakes like those will be countered easily. Eclipse off to a good start. Without wasting too much time, he's already on the board with the... I forgot that, but the aquarium goal explosion, which I love that goal explosion, by the way. As we get things underway, Eclipse starting off a little bit better than Retro. Yeah, let's kick off now, and oh, Eclipse's favor again. He's now won the ball for a second straight time, and he'll make it a second straight goal, but Retro will get back to save it. While Eclipse continues to just play aggressively, really force Retro out of his comfort area. Has to be careful, though, that boost management. He's seeing a lot of boost right now from Retro, but it's not exactly going to be an easy thing to do. Once his boost starts to get stolen, once he starts to fall low, that's not a place he wants to be stuck. That's not a place he wants to be. It's about making sure that Retro doesn't really have that control, that ability to challenge. Boost management comes after that. Now Eclipse trying for the 50-50. He was looking to see if Retro would jump early on that one, but Retro never went for it, and well, Eclipse will recover. Retro will have this one, and both these players playing extremely close to each other. Those demos are going to happen. As one there for Eclipse, he'll go to that side where the ball's going the wrong direction, however. It's going to be a tough first play to go for that air drill, but he does have the flip reset. Musty flick! Bang! And Eclipse takes a second one. Right from the sidewall. The catch itself was so magnificent. And for Retro, I mean, there's not much you can do about that one when you're just waiting. What a great strike. As Retro is looking for his first. He's just gone through. This will be it for Retro. And he'll keep on the movement as Eclipse went for the solo play block, but it never happened. And it is Retro who has answered back to Eclipse here with a little fake out on the side wall. We know Eclipse has so far been loving that aerial-based gameplay. But you don't want to rely on it too often, because what we're seeing right now is that, well, Retro is getting demoed again and again. As long as he can keep possession, he can keep things grounded, really move his own way. But Eclipse is not really letting him do that so far, as Retro now has to sit back on defense. Still no ball possession for Retro. Now he will have a chance to challenge, but again, with low boost, this is where things get a little bit more awkward for Retro. And Eclipse will continue to put on that pressure, as now forcing into that challenge from Retro. Will collect it again. That pop. He's on target. Retro with a block, but he doesn't have a good recovery under that one. And Eclipse will take a third. And it's just a awkward first touch for Retro, and really a more awkward recovery. He had the right idea there to try to recover that off the back wall, get the flick outward, really force Eclipse to respect him, but with that poor recovery on the back wall, Eclipse isn't going to run away. He's going to attack again. Now he's got a 2-goal lead as Retro looking for an answer, but with that little boost, Eclipse really isn't all that nervous about him. And one of the things that Retro has to be nervous about is the fact that with that kind of boost, Eclipse has been more than willing to demo him out of the play a couple times so far. Definitely not the kind of position or the kind of thing you want to have happen against you, Retro, when you are down and you are not really controlling the boost. Oh, but what a fake there. Eclipse nearly got caught out on that one. Retro was going as if he was going to pinch that one away, but decided quickly against it and caught Eclipse jumping. Now he's got a one-on-one. That's a great flick for Retro. And he's found the near post. And it is Retro who takes his second. And on a near post shot with good power like that, there's going to be very little opportunities for Eclipse to react in time. And now he's just looking to slow things down. Good top pat here for Eclipse, and Retro never challenged that one. It will be Eclipse with a goal right back off the kickoff, and already what we're seeing here is a Eclipse patience play. He tried to be so fast earlier, he tried to really play up to Retro, but now he realizes Retro, when he has that control, is not going to be too worried. The Eclipse is starting just to slow things down, really try to play the way that Retro wants to play. Because he knows he can do that just as well as Retro can, and what I mean by how close this match is going to be in total. Eclipse may be the better player right now, but he got off to a better start. Now can he really make that work for himself? Is no chance to shoot there. Will keep Eclipse in the air. And again, I like this from Retro, where he's not actually trying to play an aerial-based game. He's just forcing Eclipse to respect that he could. Oh, what a shot there, Retro. Let's get back, but a bad recovery. We'll give Eclipse all the space he needs, trying for the fake, but Retro gets on top of that. Eclipse. Oh, no shot there. He'll keep that punch out, but it is Retro right now who, well, he doesn't have any boost. Won't need any in this position. It is Eclipse who really can't challenge here all that aggressively. And hence why he's going to the back corner. Off the ceiling now. Retro with the jump in block, and now he has a chance to get that ball away and to get some resources. He was under attack there for quite a long period of time, with only a minute to go here. Eclipse just playing for time, playing for space. Retro is playing for any chance to score. Here it is. That shot's gonna be too weak though. Retro gets back, and now he'll go for his own chance, but missing on the play. He's gotta recover. Retro, not on target. Eclipse flicks it out. And now he'll keep this one moving. Less than 30 seconds now. Retro still unable to get free passage to that net. Maybe this can be it for him. Has the cross-map dribble. Now he's gonna go for the flick, but that's high and wide. And with no jump from Eclipse, Retro has got to go all the way back to defense. It's just time waste mode here for Eclipse. Retro doesn't have any space to work with. While he will flick this one away, we'll have a chance for one more. It won't matter. He's gonna hit this to the ground, and it will be Eclipse with the win in Game 1. House Wiffendor, director, off to a strong start. Still more to come. It's only Game 1, only the start of this series, but a 4-2 win for Eclipse. With how things are being so far, the Eclipse is going to want to turn things on at least Vetra's going to want to turn things on for him a little bit better here. He just didn't get off to a good start and is easily challenged by Eclipse, that's for sure. Here we go, right back into the action. Retro. Oh, you're looking for that good start, but he's not going to get it there. Now when Eclipse has the ball and that much room to work with. Already we're starting off Game 2 with a goal. And it is Eclipse who is not wasting any time to get on that board. Mind you, it was Retro who did challenge Eclipse to this matchup. They've both had a lot of time to work together, but it was Retro who had this idea in the first place, and Eclipse is just not letting him have any space with this thing. A flip reset right under the crossbar. There is no chance for Retro to get on the end of that. My goodness, what a great shot. In game 2, and yet there's no shortage of goal scoring here for Eclipse already. Retro was trying to find his response. He actually nearly faked him with that interesting flick attempt. Fortunately, he's not going to have any boost getting on that recovery, so it is Retro with all the room to work with. Retro. No, sorry, it's Eclipse with all the room. It's Retro who has to play defense right now. Eclipse went for goal, did not hit it, and decided not to go for boost. Retro will have this one back, and he can really make a solo play out of this one. First pop, though. Easily defended. Eclipse in the net. And it is 3 goals for Eclipse. Kyle, you don't want me to look at the Eclipse player cam. Why is that? It's not like I have a choice. This is director cam, so I do not have a choice on what player we're looking at here. But I want to hear what your reasoning is for that. As Eclipse right now just keeps adding more. It's a 4th goal. It is a horrible start for Retro. He's got freestyle cam settings? That's fine. You know what, now that you said that... Take a look. Oh, you're not wrong. He does have freestyle player cameras. Here's his freestyle cam of Eclipse while we're at it. Oh, no way. He almost got a double flip reset on him. Oh, this is actually not wrong. This is kind of weird. My camera settings are not nearly this close, but I love this. As we got, now you said it, Kyle, we are going to look at Eclipse cam for a little while. While we're at it here, as he is leading 4-0 so far. Eclipse does have to wait back though as Retro. Chance to shoot, but it's not going to be very strong here. And what I really like about, what I really find interesting about this is how wide the angle is on how we see the ball here. Everything feels so zoomed in. But anyways, here, we'll stop at it. There we go. We're back into the action here as Eclipse is still, again, leading by 4, but Retro is unable to stop the bleeding. Can he at least get something to work with here? Because Eclipse just hasn't given him space. Eclipse will get back again. Just great ball control so far, and he's had boost control for just as long. Now he's flicked it. Retro just enough on it, but once again stuck on defense. He's had to be here a couple times already this game. It has not gotten better for him as a flip resets. Great save for Retro with only 12 boosts in the tank. Now he will race down the field. Eclipse does steal the boost from him. He'll steal the other one as well. Retro still has nothing. And it is Eclipse with all this space to work with. He goes with a bump. He won't connect, but it won't matter. 5 goals for Eclipse. And this game is getting out of hand. One on top of the other, on top of the other. And it is Eclipse right now who is in free play mode. And for Retro, still no goals scored so far this game. Can he at least get one? This would be a great chance, but he doesn't have the best recovery under it. Eclipse. He'll keep this one. He actually might just be going for net here as well. Maybe caught Retro on that play, but Bo is smart enough not to give up his position here. He does get demoed, however. And it's Eclipse. With this space, Retro does well to challenge early. Now can he make something out of it? He's got an opening here to work with, but he took far too long to get to that ball. And Eclipse, he's just, again, dribbling. He's in a carefree attitude right now. There is nothing to lose at this point for Eclipse. He's leading by 5. With about a minute to go. There's no worry right now for Eclipse's playstyle. And Retro, well, he may be trying to play close. It is Eclipse right now who is definitely taking control. He'll get this block as well. continuing to keep Retro on that shutout. Rarely do you see players shut out for this long in a 1v1 match. It does happen. And when it does happen, it shows you that there might be a bit of a mismatch here. As Eclipse right now, who not only again who not only took up that challenge from Retro, but has been playing well even under the, even under all this pressure. He's really proving he has been thriving in this position as he adds a 6th one. And right now, it is just Eclipse's game to lose. No signs of him slowing down, no signs of him stopping. This is what we would expect for a player, for a player like Eclipse, but my goodness. I did not expect him to not only, play well to Retro, eventually take him down. I know he is one of the higher ranked players. I think he is the higher ranked player in this match, but he is absolutely dismantling him at times. Although Retro will find a goal back. 16 seconds left, no chance to come back in this game, but fortunately he will not be one of those players shut out in a game. Again, happens very, very rarely in ones. Retro can be happy about that. As he'll take this ball all the way back. Eclipse still looking for a 7th, at least he's still searching, but Retro's gonna make sure, at least for now, that doesn't happen. Unfortunately, he won't have any say in that one. Yet again for Eclipse. And he has, again, taken over this game. It's going to be a 7-1 scoreline, unless something else happens off this kickoff, but that won't be the case. The Eclipse now 2-0 up in the series, 1 win away from winning out this show match and the $50 prize pool. So far, he has been the stronger player of the two. In a 7-1 scoreline, just isn't much. There isn't much that I can say about this match so far. Again, a scoreline like this, Retro taking a second game. Eclipse taking a second game, Retro taking a second loss. He's now going to win from here on out if he wants to win this show match. A best of 5 reverse sweep. For one, it's not even that common. Second of all, it's rare to happen, especially in 1v1s. I think it's only happened once in this stream's history, where a 1v1 best of 5 matchup has ended in a reverse sweep. For Retro, he's quite literally got to put himself, he's got to break some sort of history here if he wants any chance to win this one, but for Retro, have a tough time. For Eclipse, he's only 1 win away from winning out this matchup and taking those $50. This is really it for Eclipse. This is his chance to make his claim! Oh, what a start! That didn't take too long. And he had full confidence too he would get to that in time. Oh no, Eclipse already starting off in the lead. And it's Retro who gotta be starting to consider that confidence. It has not been a pretty game so far, and Eclipse won't keep it that way. Will get it saved by Retro, but the Eclipse not leaving. He's getting bumped out of this one, but Retro at this point just playing for boost. Oh, he's gonna play for that control too. He's got the sidewall. This one is the Retro's, but Eclipse is there in time. Now he'll ping it the other way. Or clang it, my apologies. Combining the words of clang and ping together. As the Eclipse now will get the dunk under that one, but shot not in. He'll go all the way back and take back control as off the ceiling he goes. Actually, he could have gone for a ground double tap there instead. He's going to go for another foot reset. This one will connect, but not strong enough. Retro will go all the way and will tie this game up. And for once, we'll see Eclipse get his comeuppance for going for one of those plays. I mean, we all knew it was going to happen at some point with how this game's been moving. Not gonna be able to score every single solo play you go for, and Eclipse, he's gone for a lot of those flip resets. Retro has definitely taken notice. Although you may want to be a little bit more careful here, Eclipse. We'll force him to clear that one away. And just with always an extra flip to use. Really is Eclipse's play, but shot from Retro to stay up in the air. Force Eclipse back as well. That flick didn't have enough on the end of it. Eclipse. Still moving his Eclipse. That touch though goes nowhere, but he does find the demo. And with this space, he'll make it work. Here he goes, up in the air, to the back post. Was looking for the bump on the end of that play as well, but he could not connect. And now Retro will shoot, will score, and take the lead. And it's Eclipse who is starting to show his weakness here on these solo plays. Just doing a little too much. And it is Eclipse who's definitely feeling that pressure. Oh, he's missed that touch too. He will not have a chance at 50 that one. Retro, back post, he's got a third goal. All from that Eclipse whiff. And Retro is living rent-free right now. Eclipse is starting to panic a lot more. A whole different game now. And for Eclipse, who was en route to sweeping the series, now going to start to second-guess himself just a little bit more with how bad of a start this was at times, but a great response right off the kickoff. Eclipse will not let that effort go away. Definitely a goal he'll need, even if it comes right up the kickoff, even if it may be a bit of a tough one. He'll take every goal that he can get at this point. It's his mistakes that have caused Retro to take over. Oh, look at this from Retro! Oh, what a kickoff play! A perfect use of the delay kickoff. Eclipse was completely fooled. Oh, what a smart play call. And it is Retro who puts it to good use. But Eclipse not gonna let that get the better of him. He's got a chance his own way. He has a little bit of boost. Has the power. He's been bumped into it. He got the touch against Retro, but it was Retro who got Eclipse out of the way, and he'll score again. Eclipse, oh, it's in, right off the post. And again, Eclipse caught overcommitting. This time he wanted to go for that challenge, but with all that boost, all Retro has to do is shoot that one, and Eclipse has no options. Only halfway through this game, but a high-scoring battle, that's for sure. As another delay kickoff, and Eclipse once again caught by it. And even though we're only halfway through, it already feels like this is the game for Retro to win. After losing those last two games, that second game 7-1, Retro's making sure that every single anger or feeling he's been having in the series is really being shown here in game 3. He's letting Eclipse have this one as well. The play that Retro's going for, it's just working, and it's meant to really infuriate Eclipse as much as he can. For Eclipse, who I don't think was prepared for this kind of a matchup. It'll be a very tough time for him to recover easily, but have to find a way to do so. As long as by Eclipse, it will be kept up in the air. Retro, going once again, he's got a great first touch. Eclipse will be on the end of it. But he didn't exactly keep Retro out of the way here. While he does keep the boost, he's not really challenging all that well with it. But he doesn't really need to, as long as he gets that ball out. 4 goals down though, he's got to get a goal early. Double tap! Oh, what a block! Retro fell on top of it. And Eclipse, I don't think even he can believe what just happened there. Another flip reset attempt. This one saved once again. Eclipse has seen no success on those flip reset plays. Every single time he goes for one, he's forcing himself to overcommit. That's when Retro scores. We've had 3 or 4, I think we've had 4 goals, all from Eclipse overcommits like that. That's been the change-up in this series so far. Retro has just defended all of these flip resets in Eclipse. Going into Game 4, he's probably going to look to not do that anymore. May work, but Retro is far too used to it. And I think Eclipse, he's got to take note of that. That Retro is a bit too used to those flip resets and is defending them quite well. Eclipse, just trying to get some more. Oh, what a shot! Down from the ceiling he goes. In every single game, Eclipse has shown us something new. This time it's a tight angle ceiling shot. Every single game, he can find a way to score that just have to look at and be impressed by. Well, he may not have had a great game so far. That goal is definitely going to make him feel at least somewhat confident for his future. Unfortunately, Retro has an answer. Oh, but he's missed it. And Eclipse will go the other way, and the comeback could be very real here. Down 7-2. He's now scored 3 goals straight against Retro. Only 2 away from tying this game up. And for Retro, what was a relatively comfortable lead has all of a sudden gotten away from him. Now he goes for the fake kickoff. He'll keep all possession here, but I'm just going to let him challenge. That flip reset, though, does not connect an Eclipse. Surely it's goal 6. It will be. Retro now caught on his own flip reset solo efforts. In that position, so often you see players go for that because they just want to, because they want to do something cool. But in that position, the better option is just the 50-50 to force the players to challenge. All Eclipse wants to do is let Retro give that ball away, and a flip reset will often do that. Now Eclipse in a miraculous position. I don't know. Again, that's just an unimaginably good position for himself here. He still needs 1 more goal, and that he's going to need to take this chance here. 10 seconds and counting. Eclipse, who was 5 goals down, now looking to even things up. He's found it. He's bumped through Retro. And with 3 seconds remaining from 5 goals down, it is 7 goals tied. Can Eclipse complete the hat trick? We go to overtime to answer that question. Not only would this be the completion of a crazy comeback of an overtime win, but it would be the series and the $50 prize pool as well. Eclipse, this is it. Can he do it? 1-on-1. Retro with the early block. Eclipse will have to go back for defense. Retro, with space. Has that flick as well, but it won't be good enough to beat out Eclipse there. A lot of boost to work with in Eclipse, with virtually nothing in the tank. Hitting very heavily here. Now he'll get back. Who's got the better recovery? It's Eclipse. But he doesn't have a way to shoot on that one. So we'll take over here, but Eclipse just continue to take the boost. Waiting. Shooting! It's in! It's over! Eclipse wins! In overtime, on a 5-goal comeback, 6 goals in a row, Eclipse takes it. The $50 prize pool is his. What a comeback. What an ending. And it is Eclipse who will do it here in Game 3. The scoreline may be 8-7. But my goodness, what a comeback. 42 seconds of overtime. And it is Eclipse who will take it. 3 straight games. What an incredible performance so far. For the House Wiffendor fans, the hell of a joys. What a match this was. Again, shoutouts to them for, the House Wiffendor for sponsoring this event. Dollars. Now confirmed. It is Eclipse who will take this in 3 games. We're gonna get to chat with him a little bit. We gotta chat with him a little bit after what we just saw here. 3 games. Eclipse who will take it, and here he is joining us. A 3-0 sweep. The $50 is yours, Eclipse. Have you ever been in a show match like this before?
Uh, I have in the past, but it's definitely a bit rusty. Haven't done this in a while. Definitely happy I got to do it against Retro though. Me and him have been bantering about this for a while, so we finally set it up and did it.
As well. And you said as well, I think what makes this even more stressful is that originally I don't think you guys planned to have any prize pool on this, didn't have anything on the line, but House Wither came in, put in $50 for only for the winner. What did those $50 add any extra pressure for you playing in this matchup?
Not really. From the start, the goal was just to be able to win, and obviously, having like a money on the line is definitely a motivator, but for me, it's never been a stressor. If anything, it just makes me more motivated to win.
Well, you definitely brought in that motivation. 3 games straight. You didn't just beat Retro, who challenged you to this match as well, but you took him down quickly as well. 3 games. That second game was so confident, but game 3, we gotta talk about game 3. That was that was probably the most interesting and entertaining game we had all series. 5 goals down inside that final minute, and you somehow brought it back with 6 goals straight. Just take me through what it was like, that final minute and then into the overtime.
Well, to get my first goal was a kickoff goal, and as soon as I got the kickoff, I could tell he stopped afterward, which meant I had a chance. I had gotten into his head, and I think that's the key factor. Once once his mental was shaken, I could landslide several goals back to back and make the comeback.
It
I
just
I
did.
I
You
needed
did that.
that one opportunity.
Got it as well. Again, we gotta talk about again just a 3-0 sweep and an incredible match as well. But $50 is yours. With that prize money, I know I don't often talk about the prize money here, but with that prize money, $50 all for you. It's a lot of money to win off of just one match. What are you gonna do with that prize money? Do you have any plans of what's gonna happen now?
Uh, Probably a new headset because this one is basically broken.
There you go. He's putting that money to good use. He's gonna make sure that next time he appears on the stream, he's gonna sound so much crisper. But of course, again, Eclipse, congrats on your win, a 3-0 sweep. Take down Retro. I know again you said you guys have been beefing a lot, and now you've been able to finally decide that match. And what a way to end it as well. 3-0 in overtime, and off of being 5 goals down, that insane comeback. What a series it was for you, Eclipse. But of course, before you leave, is there anything else you want to say? Any final words? Anybody out there that you want to shout out who's been helping you so far?
Uh, Shout out to John for help setting this up, and uh, I guess the hugest shout out to Retro for playing with me. For all jokes aside, really proud of you, dude. You've gotten a lot better. That was a good series.
It as well, a 3-0 sweep. You take the $50 prize pool as well in this show match. Thank you so much for joining, Eclipse. Have an amazing rest of the night. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Eclipse joining us here. What a night it has been. A 3-0 sweep. Incredible performance, but from me, thank you all, to all of you watching. Thank you all so much. We had a pretty nice viewership show up today. So for all of you, thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of your night. We will see you all shortly. Tomorrow with another tournament, $100 Heat Seeker tournament. But for us tonight, thank you so much for joining. Have an amazing rest of your night. Take care, everybody. Be well, and we'll see you again tomorrow.